Knowledge here at King Neptune's. Good stuff in here. Yeah. Welcome to Knowledge. Let the good times roll. In this episode, join us for a beach food feast as we enjoy fresh Gulf Coast seafood at King Neptune Seafood Restaurant for our restaurant review videos of beach food. King Neptune Seafood Restaurant is located in Gulf Shores, Alabama at 1137 Gulf Shores Parkway, which is about 194 miles and 3 hours away from the New Orleans French Quarter. I've been eating at King Neptune Seafood Restaurant for many years, and often this place is slam-packed, crowded, with lots of people waiting outside to get in. Fortunately, I lucked out and got here at a time where there are not many people here. So, we're going to be able to get in here pretty quickly and easily today to enjoy some of their great seafood options they have here. And they've got a pretty nice amount of free parking back behind here as well. So, it's always important to be able to have a nice parking spot area, and they've got both parking on the side and in the rear area here. So generally, other than the crazy peak of tourist season when it's super crowded here, you can typically find a parking spot here. And you see they have plenty of outdoor seating in the front with the picnic tables. I'm gonna go inside though, as I enjoy a little air conditioning. I try to avoid the outdoor dining in the hotter times of year. I'll sit outside in the cooler weather, not in the peak of summer. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. So you see they've got a little bar area in the front there, and this is a nice little spot to hang out while you're waiting for a table. Fortunately, we don't have to wait for a table. And you see they've also gotten some awards here. The last ones look like they were 2019 there. They have some specials listed with a blackberry margarita, an 8-ounce ribeye, crawfish boil, soft shell crab, and seafood pasta. So as we look around the inside of this restaurant, you see it's actually a pretty small dining area. And they don't have a whole lot of seating here, so that could explain why it so frequently gets jam-packed, slammed in here, and why you frequently will see people waiting outside here. So let's go ahead and check out the menu now. So we have appetizers with gator bites, blackened or fried, boom boom chicken, fried mushrooms, boom boom shrimp, Neptune seafood nachos, crab claws, fried or sauteed. Then we have coconut shrimp, calamari, grilled scallops, fried pickles, crab cake, and hush puppies. Then we have oysters with char-grilled oysters, Rockefeller oysters, and raw oysters. Then we have sandwiches served with french fries with the chicken sandwich, the Queen Diane burger, the crab cake sandwich, the grouper sliders. Then we have po' boy served with french fries with fried fish po' boy, fried shrimp po' boy, fried oyster po' boy, fried gator po' boy, and combo po' boy. Next, we have out of the steamer with a steamer sampler platter, Alaskan snow crab legs, king crab legs, Dungeness crab legs, royal reds, jumbo peel and eat shrimp. Then we have soups with seafood gumbo, crab and corn bisque. Then we have salads with chicken or shrimp skewer, grilled or blackened chicken salad, grilled or blackened shrimp house salad, and then the house salad, then a Caesar, a smokehouse salad, and a side salad. On the other side of the menu, we have pastas and Cajun cuisine served with garlic butter toast. We have Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo, Zydeco penne, shrimp and grits. Then we have seafood platter served with french fries and hush puppies, and you can add a stuffed crab. We have butterfly jumbo shrimp, catfish platter, shrimp or fish tacos. Our tacos are delicious, fried, blackened, or grilled. Coconut shrimp, oyster platter, flounder platter, shrimp and fish platter, crab claw platter, shrimp platter, grilled or blackened, scallop platter, crab cake platter, fried or grilled. Then the Neptune's platter for two, served with french fries, hush puppies, and French bread, and 8 shrimp, 6 fried oysters, 2 fish fillets, and 2 stuffed crabs. Then we have the fresh catch served with a delicious Cajun Opelousas cream sauce with crab meat, shrimp, and crawfish, served with your choice of 2 side items: mahi, ahi tuna, grouper, and red snapper. Side dishes: homemade coleslaw, french fries, corn on the cob, steamed new potatoes, steamed veggies, hush puppies, and okra and fritters. Desserts are beignets, key lime pie, homemade bread pudding, and fried cheesecake. Oh, so I'm starting out with a seafood gumbo here. Now let's give it a little special Louisiana Tabasco sauce treatment to kick it up a little bit, because hey, That's the way I like my gumbo. And we gotta mix it up in here. So they got a nice little scoop of rice in here. So we'll get a decent amount of rice versus the gumbo combined in here. Definitely some chunks of okra in there. So we have a nice little okra seafood gumbo with some decent shrimp in there. And now it's time for the taste test. So it's a decent gumbo. It's not up to New Orleans standards by any means, but for around these parts, it's one of the better ones I've had. At least it is an actual gumbo and not some kind of a vegetable soup, which there are places around here that literally try to push vegetable soup as a gumbo. So they've got the components perfectly correct with some gumbo definite ingredients like okra. Typically you have either a filet gumbo or a okra gumbo, and sometimes you combine both the filet and the okra in some cases. Usually it's one of the two, sometimes both. This is a decent little okra gumbo, lots of decent flavors in here, decent amount of seafood. The main seafood here seems to be shrimp, of course, though. Not really seeing any crab or any evidence of other seafood items in here. So definitely no oysters, unfortunately. I'm always really happy when I get a nice oyster in my gumbo, which has got to be pretty darn rare these days, unfortunately, as the price of oysters has definitely been going one way and it's not down. They just seem to keep getting more expensive, unfortunately. Crawfish is also another good thing that goes pretty well in the gumbo. Not seeing any of that. So it's basically just some shrimp, okra, and a decent roux overall. So it's certainly a passable gumbo. Now, here we go, getting to the very bottom of it, and just like I've totally destroyed this gumbo, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this gumbo. While you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account, as I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. Okay, it's time for my main course. I got the fresh catch grouper with the Opelousas cream sauce, which includes crab meat, shrimp, and crawfish, they say. It's a very tiny serving of that Opelousas cream sauce, though. I thought it would be kind of poured all over the top of the grouper and not served in a tiny little container like this. So in New Orleans, it gets served all over the top of the fish, not on a side little cup like that. Okay, so the grouper is cooked nicely. It's got some good flavors there. I'm definitely enjoying that. Now let's try out some of this cream sauce. So there's definitely some chunks of seafood in there. There's just definitely not a whole lot of the sauce. You gotta dole it out. Ooh. Okay, let's give it a nice taste test with some sauciness on it, and it is a pretty decent sauce. I just think they should use a lot more of it and pour it all over the top of your seafood dish here. So there's definitely not a whole lot of any of the actual seafood items in there. Definitely am seeing some shrimp, and maybe they have some other things chopped up more finely. It's certainly definitely not as fantastic looking as it was advertised on the menu. It's an okay sauce, though. I think they could definitely kick it up a little bit more with being more generous on the application with more seafood in the sauce poured over your main fish dish here, as my expectation was a little higher. Overall, though, it's still a pretty decent meal, I guess, for lunchtime. And the food is certainly going down pretty quick and easy. They've cooked the grouper quite nicely. So there's overall a pretty good balance of flavors and things. It's just in comparison, though, in New Orleans, we really like to use our sauce quite a bit. So if you go to New Orleans and get some kind of a sauce poured over your fish, there's going to be a lot more of a generous serving of sauce put on top of most things in most restaurants. So you're kind of used to what you're used to. Maybe here they're a little differently oriented in how they like to apply their sauces. So here we go with pretty much getting through that fish quite rapidly. These are hush puppies, so ooh, there's corn inside the hush puppies too. So the hush puppies are another good vehicle for this sauce. And these are okay hush puppies as far as hush puppies go. These are pretty decent. Like a little jalapeno in there for an extra surprise sometimes. So, the hush puppies are a decent thing to go along with everything else here. And it's, not my favorite thing to eat, but it's not my least favorite thing to eat. Hush puppies are just kind of a bland thing usually, unless they add a little extra spice. Now we have some coleslaw here with quite a large amount of mayo in there. Just squeeze a little of that lemon juice in here to see if that gives a little extra kick. Personally, I prefer more of that vinegary-based coleslaw. That's hard to find. Majority of the time, you're going to get very mayo-based coleslaw like this, unfortunately. So, as far as a mayo-based coleslaw goes, it does have some nice crunchy textures. Way too overly sweet for my taste. I like it more tangy, tart with vinegar. So you can't always get the coleslaw the way you want it, unfortunately. And most of the South tends to give you this mayo style because for whatever reason, people are obsessed with mayonnaise. I just find it just not that good of a condiment myself. All right, now we got these vegetables. Got some nice colorful carrots, a lot of good broccoli in here, some peppers, some green beans. And it's always fun to get a bright colored carrot here. So they've definitely done some nice crispy crunchy veggies here, so they're not overcooked. They got a nice little crunchiness left in there still. So these are a nice healthy good side item to give me a little extra vitamin boost and make me feel like I'm having a healthy meal today, and I'm gonna get all my different 5 to 7 different colors, fruits and vegetables every day to make sure you get optimal vitamin content, right? So overall, everything's going down quite nicely, quick and easily, and it's been a pretty darn good lunch overall as far as things can go, right? So now, just like I've totally destroyed all of this food, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this meal. And while you're down there, make sure to check out links to my Patreon account as I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So the bill arrived, and the total before tip was $38.47. So thanks so much to everybody at King Neptune Seafood Restaurant, and thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the Noligent channel, especially to my Patreons. If you would so kindly, go ahead and share this video with any of your friends or contacts that would enjoy it, as it really would help me with that YouTube algorithm. Then tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people. Noligent here, and thanks so much for watching, and just go ahead and destroy this video right here to keep up with the fun.